This is 4 ways to get outside your comfort zone so you can feel the benefits of being brave. Whatever your situation is, we've been going through some stuff in the last year, and we got more stuff to go through. So if we have to be way outside of our comfort zones, if we have to be in fear, if we have to be in uncertainty, if we have to be in self-doubt about how things will be in the future, then we might as well practice being outside of our comfort zone. There are 2 big categories of brave action. One is general bravery. This is when someone does something that we all agree is brave. It's a firefighter running into a burning building. It's frontline workers. It seems grandiose. That is general bravery. We keep thinking that's the only kind of bravery, but there's something called personal bravery. When you do something that is brave for you. When you go outside your comfort zone, even just a little bit, that is bravery. That is what we focus on at Brave Enterprises, and that's what we're talking about today. Fear is personal. What makes me scared may be different than what makes you really scared. If I'm scared of public speaking and I practice it, then I'm being more brave. But if I'm not scared of public speaking and I practice it, I'm not getting my bravery muscles trained. Bravery is personal, based on our fear, and more importantly, based on our experience of the things that scare us. And we've asked 10,000 people what they're scared of. More importantly, what their biggest fears are. And most people say failure. Some people say rejection. A lot of people say loss. So what I've come up with is a list of 4 things you can do to be a little bit outside of your comfort zone, to start practicing your bravery right now, to start feeling the effects of what it's like to strengthen your bravery muscle. You have to just be any little teeny sliver outside of what makes you comfortable. Number 1, way to get outside of your comfort zone so you can feel the effects of being brave is dancing to an entire song with full and absolute expression. Go way outside of your comfort zone if you want to do that in front of a group of people, if you want to do it on stage, or just do it in the confines of your room with just you in there. And I mean, go for it. Big releases, absolute expression. Doing this every day, doing this a few times a week is a prescription not only for bravery, but also for joy and for zest and for gratitude. That is something you can experience just through the movement of music, just to feel yourself. The second way to get outside of your comfort zone, even just a little, to feel your bravery muscles getting stronger, is to introduce yourself to someone new. That's right. If you're going to get your cup of coffee, introduce yourself to the person who you're getting it from. Hi, I'd like an eggnog latte. Also, I'm Krista. If you're going in to rent a car, then make friends with the person at the rental desk. If you are calling somebody to get a prescription, then introduce yourself even over the phone. Say your name, ask them how they're doing, wait for their answer, and ask a follow-up question. This is going up against our fear of rejection. The benefit is of doing it. Simple connection. The benefit of confronting the fear of judgment is connection. Over time, it's not about building all of these big connections. It's about attempting those connections in the smallest of places that allows you to deepen those that matter the most to you. Introduce yourself to someone new. So many people are scared of rejection, I count myself among them, that this third way to get outside of your comfort zone really hones in on what happens when you ask somebody for something. And that's what it is. Ask somebody, anybody, for something. Now, you can get varying degrees of difficulty here depending on who you're asking and what you're asking them for. But if you just simply pick the easiest version of this, or the one that's just a little harder than you're comfortable with, then you get so many benefits. Number 1 benefit, of course, is the confidence that you're going to get in yourself for asking, that you're going to generate for asking, especially when somebody actually responds with, yes, I will help you. Yes, I will support you. And the biggest benefit here is to grow your support network and to feel the support of somebody saying, oh, you need this thing? I can help you here. As somebody who thinks the scariest thing in the world is asking for help, to get to the place of asking for it means I'm going way outside my comfort zone. So I would start small here. Somebody in my inner circle who I know has the time and the energy to help me with the thing I'm asking for. And sometimes I just practice asking for help for little things. I would like a hug. Can you give me a hug? I would love for you to read this email. Will you read this email for me? Small things that don't feel like a big put up, so that when I have to ask for something big, I've built up that stamina in order to do it. The final and fourth way to get outside of your comfort zone is to address the fear that most people say is their biggest fear, and that is failure. It's so scary. As someone who has failed very publicly in my past, I know the benefits of failure, but that doesn't necessarily decrease my fear of failure. So what you're going to do is you're going to establish a brave goal. We call this a brave goal because it's something that you want to go after, but you're also scared of it. You're going to establish a short-term brave goal, and then you're going to tell somebody the date that you want to achieve it by. Now, who cares really about achievement? But here, what you're doing is you're adding pressure and you're putting that element of success or failure, and you're extending it to somebody who can hold you accountable. This allows you to figure out how to really activate in that space. It doesn't have to be a long-term goal. It could be like, by the end of today, I want to do a 1-mile run, or I want to do a 10-minute walk. The idea is you're telling somebody what you intend to do, and that pressure holds you either accountable for doing it, or it works to keep you in the place you are. It's a brave thing to say, I'm expecting these things of myself, join in and expecting them of me, because not only are people scared of failure in the very specific sense of it, personal failure, but oftentimes people say that their fear is in the neighborhood of failure, which means not living up to my own expectations or those of others, disappointing myself or disappointing others. And you can practice that fear by saying, hey, I'm going to write 4 thank you letters today, and I need you to know whether or not I do that. That is how I want you to hold me accountable. It's all so hard, and it's all so scary. And what we've been saying to ourselves and to our people and to our communities and to our kids for so long is that we shouldn't feel that fear. That gets me so mad. We shouldn't be fearless. We should brave more. Look for your opportunities. You don't have to look too hard, because every time you feel fear or uncertainty or self-doubt, therein lies your chance to be brave.